In this video, let us solve two similar problems. Now let us prove that 5 plus root 3 is an irrational number. Let us assume to the contrary that 5 plus root 3 is rational. You know that any rational number can be written in the form of a by b, isn't it? Where a and b are integers and b is not equal to 0. So now let us write 5 plus root 3 is equal to a by b, where a and b are integers with no common factor. So now here you can observe that root 3. We already know that root 3 is an irrational number, isn't it? So now let us separate root 3 from 5. So root 3 is equal to a by b. This 5, let us bring this 5 to this side, minus 5. So now let us write. So root 3 is equal to a by b minus 5. So root 3 is equal to a by b minus 5. Here we have to take we can take LCM, isn't it? Of a by b and minus 5. In order to take LCM, first now let us write 5 as 5 by 1. So root 3 is equal to, here observe we have to take LCM of b and 1. How? If we multiply b and 1, we'll get b, isn't it? Here, if we multiply 1 to both sides, you'll get a. Here, if you multiply to both sides by b, you'll get minus 5b. So, root 3 is equal to a minus 5b by b. Since here a, b, this b. All are integers, you know, isn't it? A and b are integers. We get a minus 5b by b is rational. And so, according to this, root 3 is also rational number. But we know that root 3 is an irrational number. But this contradicts the fact that root 3 is irrational number. This contradiction has arisen because of our incorrect assumption that 5 plus root 3 is rational. So, we conclude that 5 plus root 3 is irrational number. Now let us prove that 5 minus root 3 is an irrational number. Then we have solved 5 plus root 3 is an irrational number. Instead of it, 5 minus root 3 is a rational number. Let us compare. Let us compare the sum of the steps of both problems. Okay. Now let us assume to the contrary that 5 plus root 3 is rational. Then isn't it, when we have to prove that 5 plus root 3 is irrational number, but now we have to assume that 5 minus root 3 is a rational number. We know that rational numbers are those numbers which can be expressed in the form of a by b, where a and b are integers and b is not equal to 0. So now we can write 5 minus root 3 is equal to a by b. Then we have written 5 plus root 3 is equal to a by b. But now we have to write that 5 minus root 3 is equal to a by b, where a and b are integers with no factor in common. Here now let us separate root 3 from 5. How? We should not have negative number here. So now let us move root 3 to this side and a by b to this side. 5 minus a by b is equal to root 3. But it is practice to write root 3 in LHS and this in RHS. So now let us write root 3 is equal to, then we have 5 minus a by b. We can take LCM of 1 and b. It is nothing but b. Here you have to multiply it with the b. Here you have to multiply it with 1. 5b minus a. This side becomes. So root 3 is equal to 5b minus a by b. Since a and b are integers, we get 5b minus a by b is rational. So root 3 is also rational. If this side is a rational number, this side is also rational number. But this contradicts the fact that root 3 is irrational number. We already know it. Root 3 is an irrational number. This contradiction has arisen because of our incorrect assumption that 5 minus root 3 is a rational number. So, we conclude that 5 minus root 3 is irrational number.